All right, team, we're gonna talk about role modeling excellence. As an assistant, your goal is to come up, and if you're gonna perform something, to really perform it at a high level and get all the students to raise to that next level and be an example, a role model for excellence, right? Sometimes some of the common mistakes that will happen is when assistants come up, sometimes they're gonna move too fast, or sometimes they're not gonna have the proper form or positioning. Sometimes they don't pause on techniques. I want you to really help elevate all the students. And as I always say, the students are always going to do about 60 to 80% of what you do, right? Because you've been practicing for a long time. You're really good at it. So in these drills here, 4 things that I really want you to focus on. Number 1, make sure that you have proper form and every move is precise, okay? Number 2, you wanna make sure that you keep a good follow along pace. If we're doing a technique, a sparring move, I'm not gonna throw all 3 moves as fast as possible. I'm gonna take my time. Make sure you pause at the end of every technique so they can see the precision, they can catch up to you, and they can also do it correctly. And the last part, any respect that we're talking about, if we're snapping our hands to our side or we're saying yes, sir, you want to do it as best as possible. All right, so the drills. From here, I'm gonna have 2 people come up and you're gonna role model excellence. So why don't you come right to the center of floor right here, come right to the center of floor right here. All right, can everybody take a fighting left sparring position for me? Good. Let's just take a sparring combination, right? And I don't want you to move back here, but this is gonna be the sparring combination. You're gonna do a slide up, left leg round kick, a back fist, and then a cross punch or a reverse punch, okay? So we're gonna follow along with them and they're gonna do the techniques, okay? So let's go 1, slide up round kick 1, go. Slide up round kick, good. We follow up with a nice back fist, good, and we follow up with a cross, good. In most cases, most assistants will go too fast, good. Shuffle back. You wanna have the time to follow along proper pacing, okay? And then having that precision and holding it out. If I go like this, by the time they see it, they don't know if my hand was pointing correctly, if it was pointing like this, if it was pointing backwards. So you've got to really hold those techniques. Let's try it again. Slide up and round kick 1, good. Back fist 2, good. Cross 3, excellent. And slide back. Now, without me helping you, I need you to go nice and slow, just like that. You're gonna follow them through the techniques, technique by technique. Go ahead. Nice, good. And shuffle back one more time. So as you're an assistant, if I have you helping this group, you've got to watch them in this follow along speed. Most of the time you would have came out and just did it too fast. I can tell already, all right? You really got to take that time and show the precision, show the move. Okay, let's take a different one. Let's talk about a form. Let's go to form. So let's just watch them do it one time. So we're working on whatever the form is that you're teaching in class. Maybe it's a traditional form. So let's go front stance and do a downward block. Good, go ahead. A cross, a front thrust kick, and just right back to position. Right back to that stance. So now we've changed it from a sparring technique to maybe a traditional form. So the form that we're doing today is traditional form 1. All right, class, we're gonna follow the assistants. Ready, step forward, down block 1. Good. Cross 2. And push kick 3. Good, and back to position, excellent. So you watch, they're really gonna follow along. As an assistant, you gotta make each move strong, but you also have to hold it out and lock those ending positions. One more time, and then you'll follow along with them. So we go forward, downward block 1, cross 2, push kick 3, back to position, just like that. Nice, so you fixed your stance this time. You made it a little bit stronger, we talked about it, right? Because he wants to get lower and he's thinking about who's gonna make the best students on my side of the room. This time we're up there, okay? So now without my help, I'm giving you time to teach them and do it with them. So follow along with your assistant, go ahead. Good, there we go, okay. So that's just when you come out here and you're practicing these drills, that's what you want to do. If we're practicing a role model and respect, okay? So let's give me an energy clap. And let's give me respect on 3. 1, 2, 3. Respect. Good. Let's go to a horse stance, quick. Single punch, ready, punch. So do you see how he was like really loud and really strong? You've got to kind of give yourself like what you normally might do in class and even go a little better because you're role model and respect. Ready, and punch. 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 Good, feet together, set stance. Yes, sir. Good, turn and face this direction, shift. Yes, sir. Okay, so everything you do, they're watching you. All right, so good and take a knee, that was perfect, team. So I just wanted to review with you as you're practicing these drills and you're coming up in front of the class and you're taking that pace and you're locking the techniques out, make sure that you have that proper form. You want to overdo it a little bit when you run up in front of class, and then of course all the formalities. Now, when I say the formalities in class, that's important, but also what you do outside the floor matters. Okay, so even if you're just helping me with class, and then you walk in, maybe in your school, the formalities to do a really good bow when you come on the mat, but then you walk off the mat and you don't bow. That's the formalities that I need you to over role model. So when you walk on the floor, you always have the best courtesy bow. If you say hello to your instructors, that's part of your formality. You have the best formality. For us, it's our goal to take respect to a higher level. We want to be known with the instructors with the most respect, right? You don't want to be known, okay, you don't want to be somebody that's really awesome and nobody likes you. Because that's what happens if you're a great martial artist, but you don't have good character. Right? Or if you're good at anything and you don't have good character, you're not role modeling excellence and people don't respect you in that way. So we put you in a position, I need you to role model excellence all the time.